Lesson number 4, how to edit your videos with Adobe Premiere Pro. Now, he does give you a free trial. Learn. I'm only going to show you the basics, but if you want to learn more, there's a lot more experienced YouTube videos that you could check out. But we're going to go to new project right there. Name it test number 1, and then we're going to pick a location. I always like to save it on the desktop so I could move it around. So go ahead and do the location so they could see how it works. So we're going to go to choose location at the bottom. Then we're going to go to the desktop tab right there on the left side. And then we're just going to select right there. And that's it. Create. Now, when you first start, it's really overwhelming. On the top left, we have import, edit, and export. Import is so you can find new projects or old projects, but we're going to go to the edit right there on top. And we're going to go to project number 1 right there on the left side. Now, there's a lot of tabs. For example, project test number 1, effects, effect control. Like I said, it could be really overwhelming, but we're just going to learn the basics. Project number 1, we're going to go to import media. So we imported some clips. Right here we have a talking part, and we have some B-roll. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag the talking part and start trimming it. We're going to drag it to the timeline. All right, and let's listen to it.
3, 2, 1. My name's OJ with Bootcamp.
Okay, so I don't know if you could hear, but right there I told my client 3, 2, 1, and he started talking. So we're gonna use the cut tool. Right here, it looks like a little razor blade. It's a razor tool. And we're gonna click right before he starts talking. Yep. Then we're gonna go to a select tool right there and highlight the first part and delete. And then we're gonna do something called ripple delete, where we delete the empty space. We click on it and press delete. Now, just want to let you know, there's a lot of different ways to do the same thing. You could ripple delete through a shortcut, different keys. This is how we do it. Eventually, you'll find your own way of doing it. And then we're gonna keep playing it just to make sure there's no stutters. Go ahead.
My name's OJ with Boss Detailing Pros, servicing the greater Sacramento area. And then this video is going to be mainly focused on dog hair. And today we have a detail with a lot of dog hair. I'm going to show you my technique of how I remove it. 3, 2, 1. And today we have a vehicle with excessive dog.
So right here, you see how the clips are pretty close together. We'll zoom in a lot. We're gonna zoom in. We're actually gonna zoom out. And there's different ways. If you're using a MacBook, you could go pew, you spread it out. But also at the bottom, there's a little bar with 2 circles that, watch. No. Yeah, that one right there. You could extend it to see more of the project and come back. And you could also use the select tool to move through the project. See, kind of like that. All right, like I said, there's a lot going on. Take it one step at a time, right? We're showing you the basics. So now, right there, I kind of coached them on what to say next. So we're going to figure out when I start talking, and we're going to cut it before, and we're going to cut it right before he comes back and do the ripple delete.
Area. And then
right there, and you can also tell who's talking because we have different spikes. Me, I'm a little louder. So you could see those spikes where I'm really, talking. I'm working on it. Right? I'm working on being more loud. And now, let's see.
3, 2, 1.
And then that's where he starts talking right there. We're gonna highlight the piece we don't want and ripple delete. And I always like to double check the flow. Let's see.
Servicing the greater Sacramento area. And today we have a vehicle with excessive dog hair.
Right there. Now we're gonna add some B-roll. Right there, he says we have a vehicle with excessive dog hair. So we're gonna skim through the B-roll to see if we could find any clips with dog hair. There we go. We found one right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna double click, and as you can see, when we double click, it goes to the main video, and now we're gonna trim it. So we're gonna find the part where we want to start. We want to start Perfect, right there. And this is called a mark in. That's where you want the clip to start. Now let's skim through to see where we're gonna make it stop. Right there's perfect. Now we're gonna do a mark out. Then we're gonna take, hold on real quick, hover right there, stay right there. Right there we have two options. We could either drag the video or drag the audio. We're only gonna drag the video over to where we want it. All right. And let's see if it matches.
We have a vehicle with excessive dog hair, and I'm gonna show you guys my technique on how to remove it. Hey, OG.
Perfect. Now, what we would do is go throughout the whole video, trim out the parts we don't want, and then ripple delete. There's also something called close the gap, but that's another video for later. That's more experience. Now, let's say we trimmed it up. We added B-roll, and then you have to go get some assets, create your own assets. For example, right here we have something called subscribe animation. We're gonna go find it. We're gonna put it at the beginning. Simple subscribe. We're gonna put it right there. We're gonna double check that it fits the screen. So now what you're gonna see is effects control. This is where you could really work on the scale, the precision, change things up. You know, right there, we're changing up the size and the precision of the subscribe. And then let's watch it real quick.
My name is OJ with Boss Detailing Pros, servicing the greater Sacramento area. And today we have a vehicle with excessive dog hair, and I'm gonna show you guys my.
There you go. That's how you do it. That's the bare minimum. Now we're gonna export the video. Exporting means that we're gonna pull all the clips into one long video. So on the top, we're gonna click export. This is how I do it. I've done it like this for years. If you find a different way, go ahead, all right? Do it your way. So file name, test one ready. You want it .mp4. The location, we're gonna click on location and we're gonna put it at the desktop. Boom, it's already at the desktop, perfect. Presets, leave it alone. Format, H.264. Now, if you see, there's a lot of different formats. I'll be straight up honest with you. I don't know what all of them do. I only do a couple. This is the main one I use, H.264. Now, we're gonna go to the video tab right under that. And this is where I try to get the best quality. We're gonna go to more. And then we're gonna go render at maximum depth. Use maximum render quality. And then we're gonna go down a little bit more until we get to right here. Bitrate setting. We're gonna go between 30 and 45. Let's do 45. Perfect. That's all I do. I don't like to mess with so many different things. And we're gonna click export at the bottom right. And that's pretty much it. You just made your first video.